Welcome back to the channel. Now, I was not going to talk about this whole teacher getting his hair braid thing, but as more things have evolved, there's some mental things going on here that you need the perspective of a therapist. So let's get into it. Now, before I start this video, you know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say. I need you to like, subscribe, step this way, hit that notification bell so you know all the time my videos drop. You never want to miss a thing. Now, y'all know the story about the teacher going viral because he had someone taking some people, children, minors, students, taking down his braids. Now, when you initially look at this video, some people might say, oh, it's not that bad. It's a cultural perspective. It's different having a black teacher. But then you have other people who are like, he's doing a lot of harm. Where's his boundaries? How could he? You know? And there's a blend of both here. But the main thing is that you have to remember, these are minors. These are children. Now, as a parent myself, I would never want to pull up to my school, pull up TikTok, whatever it is, and see my kids doing their teacher hair. Whether it's a male teacher, a female teacher, whatever you identify is, that's not where my kids are going to school, okay? Unless we're doing a cosmetology class and there's a wig head, or they're practicing on each other, it was a blur of boundaries. And as you can continue to see, this man has issues. I'm going to say he has some straight issues. Now, to see him on live crying, a grown man crying, okay, after he lost his job because he couldn't see his besties anymore. Besties as in students, okay? Now, he's reading the messages that they have sent him. One, why they got your personal number? Two, why do they feel comfortable enough to label you as a bestie? And how long have y'all been having these conversations? Because ain't no way that students should be that comfortable where y'all have that type of relationship. And now I do lots of videos on this channel. Recently, I've done a lot of them about teachers who have poor boundaries and how those lead to physical interactions. And I think with social media, I think teachers who don't have the best mental health, who might be unhappy in their own lives, they see like these little people that they can sometimes covertly manipulate, use, blur boundaries, and come over here. Let me groom you. Okay, and I'm not saying this teacher was grooming these students in this video, but it leads to poor boundaries. Okay, now I get he couldn't get his hair done, but you don't got friends? You couldn't just rearrange your appointment? You could have called out sick and got a sub so you can unbraid your own hair? What in your logical mind made you think, oh, you know what? Yeah, it's gang. Y'all can come over here and undo my hair while I do these notes. No. Okay. Nobody wants to see their young girls, males, whoever it is, doing their teacher's hair. Okay. And now you have to think about the foundation of these young girls. This is their foundation. At 12, 13, 14, how they interact with this male teacher and probably other people in their lives, they're going to take this now into adulthood. They're going to take this into relationships. Okay. Now, this is how I was taught. This is what I have seen how to interact with a man. So this is now how I take into my relationships as I get older, how to interact and be with the man. And who knows what issues that these children have from their homes, their own parental relationships, are their fathers in their lives, their mothers in their lives. But now I have this symbiotic relationship with this male teacher. And from what I've been told, I have not seen the video myself, but he was also kind of talking to a 16-year-old girl. It lets me know that the school system these days are not doing background checks. Either that, or are they so desperate that after the pandemic, these teachers quit, that now they're willing to just hire anybody? But he should have never put the video online. He should have never engaged in this. It makes me think it's not the first time. What in your logical mind makes you think, oh, I'll record this and upload it to TikTok? Wherever it is, I'm going to upload it. Why? It just seems like he has a thirst for attention. Okay, he has issues a need to be seen, a need to be wanted. I want to say it's an anxious attachment style, but it's a lot more, okay, to it. Now, as a therapist, I'm thinking about what's going on with you. What's going on up here that makes you think like this is a way of getting attention? What is it about these young girls that in your adult mind connects to a relationship, whether that's a friendship or a romantic relationship? And as this story is evolving, I'm sure it's not going to be the last we hear of it. It's going to be eventually, unfortunately, probably some girls that come out, some people who come out and talk about the inappropriate relationship that they have had. Now, I want to know your thoughts. Do you think it's on the school to have been responsible? Do you think it's on the parents? Who holds the responsibility to make sure this stuff doesn't happen? Are the schools really failing our children? Okay, well, what are these schools doing that this is okay? But as a parent, I'm just like, what are we doing here? Okay, what is wrong with you as a teacher that you think this is okay? And you are a male teacher. It is already hard enough to get male teachers in our school system that now you represent other male teachers. And what is going to come out is what is the thought process people are going to have about black male teachers, that they're all like this, that this is okay. But there's a lot more to this story. I think there's a lot more teachers out there who are engaging in inappropriate relationships. And some people might say he's doing harm. I've heard other therapists, I've seen other therapists say that he's not doing harm. Yes, I have. But you have to think about the long-term effects of this power dynamic. This teacher holds power over these students. We're supposed to be powering within, but instead it's the power that I'm using against them. And now, it might not have been a malicious type of power, but power does exist between a teacher, an adult teacher, and a young child. These are minors. Okay, these are minors. And so I hope that at some point he can get some help. And he stopped doing these lives. He stopped reading those messages. Once you left that school, whatever communication you had with them students should stop there. It already shows that you for a long time have been having inappropriate conversations, relationships with these students that they call you bestie. I miss you, bestie. I wish you can come back. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, this is not appropriate. But of course, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about this whole situation? Is he doing harm? Is it just poor boundaries? Is it a combination of both? And would you be okay with your young daughter, cousin, niece being on that video braiding her teacher's hair? Now, of course, make sure you like, you subscribe, because of course we can get into it in the comments like we always do. And you know what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you guys step this way in the next video.